Nobody likes to be rejected. No matter how healed you are, you're always going to feel some level of pain and rejection. The difference with people that are a little bit more healed or unhealed, wherever you are on the spectrum. Also, I noticed that she doesn't let him finish. She first asks, where's your head at? And he says all over the place. She quickly says, but let the man establish what he's saying. Hello, lovers of love and light. Remember, this is not therapy. Seek out professional help if you have issues in your relationship or you're struggling with your mental health. Also, remember to take care of yourselves while you're watching this reaction. It can be triggering, so do what you normally do. Let's keep watching.
It worries me that I'm falling for her, but at the same time, I really am. There's something in the air with Jasmine. It's not sitting right, and I don't know what it is. I want to try and break down some more barriers and find a little bit more about her because she could potentially be the one.
Okay, so I'm just wondering what barriers he's talking about. Is he sensing that she's a bit distant and he is as well? That could be that. And it sounds like he is falling for her, and maybe he's talking about wanting to be more vulnerable with her and get to that deeper, dense space.
But not to sugarcoat anything, I genuinely respect you and value you as a person.
Yeah, you too.
I just feel like there's just a better fit.
Cool.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so he's definitely not taking that well. In the beginning, I thought, this might go a good direction of health.
I got a lot of clarity on who I have the strongest connection with and who I feel the most safe with. But I just feel my connection's stronger elsewhere.
Yeah, totally understand it, respect it.
It's not easy to be rejected. It's essentially a rejection. For any normal, mortal human being, that would be difficult. Jasmine, I think, was really trying to let him down easy, even using her. I think she's, drawing from her skills as a mental health practitioner. She was quite gentle and very honest about and giving more substance and robust in what she wants, as opposed to just saying it's not working out.
I have to follow my heart and open myself up to just one person.
Yeah, I respect it. That's absolutely fine.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
A lot of people break up in a very uncaring way, inconsiderate way. And this is a good example of how you can let someone down easy. You explain to them what you're looking for and what is actually not working for you. Remember to be kind and considerate to the other person's feelings as well. If you think about apology, you don't just say, I'm sorry, I won't do that again. I'm sorry that hurt you. That is not an apology. What would be healthy to do is to explain what you've done, what motivated the behavior, the response or the reaction, where it comes from for you, how it felt for you, how it impacted you, also taking accountability of how that came across to the other person, recognizing that would have affected them a certain way. So that's the sort of process that Jasmine is using during this breakup.
I really hope that it works out, all right?
Okay.
Cool.
So I think she's tried to do her best. There is no easy way of letting somebody down. So yeah, but he's definitely not taking that well.
It's the worst experience of my life. Didn't see that coming. Oh boy, oh God, I really fucking valued that girl.
I feel bad for him.
Oh, God.
I mean, he took it well.
That's an absolute mug.
It's very good to see men, bro. It's me the next day. I've had massive technical teething problems. I'm new at this reaction business on YouTube. I was up all night trying to rectify that. I've lost video footage, which I'm having to redo for the third time. And I've made peace with it now. But I had moments this morning and last night, didn't sleep well, slept late, woke up very early to try and get on with it so that I can actually get on with life outside of the internet. Yeah, so I've had to deal with that. So it was difficult. I even had some unhelpful thoughts come into my head that maybe you shouldn't be doing this, all those. Over the years, mindful meditation and energy healing has helped me with intrusive thoughts. A lot of us do have them, thoughts that sort of tell you you're not good enough or you're being attacked, something is happening to you. It will depend on how you were raised to deal with problems. I was raised in an environment where we accept and move on. But as I'm growing older, I am connecting more with the pain of the things that I'm accepting. So they can help me become even better and stronger and become even more efficient. So what I've learned from this experience last night and having to sit down again and do this is that there's always a silver lining and there's always a reason. So sometimes it feels like it's unfair or whatever. Journaling helps me connect with my source energy, with being able to be resilient and keep going, but also to know when to stop. But this was not the time for me to stop. It was for me to learn how to be more efficient. Yes. But the idea of having to do this again is annoying because I'm doing it for the third time. Hey ho, you live, you learn. So hopefully this is recording. Let's keep watching. I think I was talking about how Sam, does not seem to be taking that well. I think his ego took a hit. Him wanting to move on quickly to Nicole is interesting because he seemed to really be upset about the breakup.
Unfortunately, it's the end of the road between me and Jasmine. But on the other hand, it's given me some clarity to understand Nicole is the one for me. At least my one is amazing and I want to marry her, and that's all that matters. I'm going to be a happy man because I know that the girl that I've got.
And that hurts. A breakup hurts, Nobody likes to be rejected. No matter how healed you are, you're always going to feel some level of pain and rejection. The difference with people that are a little bit more healed or unhealed, wherever you are on the spectrum, the blow will last longer or shorter. And the longer it lasts, the more unhelpful behavior patterns you might do or thinking patterns you might have, which then will lead to a certain sort of protective behavior, your ego protecting you. But the more healed you are, you don't need to protect that ego. You use that as fuel to do something else. The pain of being rejected, you use it as learning and moving on to something that wants you, that is made for you, that you are vibrating, that you are projecting. You get broken up with, you can either be upset and say, nobody wants me. You could also think about what is it about that relationship? Think about it more logically and more reflectively. What is it about that relationship? What did I do? What did I give? What did I present? Why did I attract that? And then use that to learn and grow. With that learning and that application first within yourself and projecting it out into the world, you'll attract somebody who's going to match you. So, yeah, I hope that makes sense. Let's keep watching.
I was thinking to myself, don't do it on your birthday, don't ruin your birthday. But if they both have feelings for me, it's only right that at least one of them has the clarity to know what it is, sure, and the other one has the clarity to know what it isn't. Sure. So I'm not trying to let it drag any more than I need to.
That was a lot of effort that went into that.
I'm not sure what Ollie's saying there to his friend. He's saying that one of them knows it. They both have feelings for me. One of them has clarity to know what it is, and one of them has clarity to know what it isn't. Why is it so cryptic? What is he trying to say? Is he talking about the feelings of these girls towards him? One of them is real, one of them is not? That makes me wonder if he's waiting to be confirmed by one of them. Does he feel equally the same for them? Is he that undecided that he's waiting for one of them to actually say, I'm in it? Yeah. Very interesting. I wonder which one he wants. I'm not sure what he's saying. That kind of feels like, I'm just waiting. I'm here. I'm going to see who wants me more. Is that what he's saying? I also feel like maybe he is feeling like it's dragging. Maybe he's just somebody who's indecisive and he likes to just sort of play the field. And not in like a fuckboy type thing, but maybe he ends up going towards the fuckboy because he can't make a decision. 2 girls want him.
And it's hard because you see other people connecting with the person that you want. But I need to please myself. So it's time for me to like put my big girl knickers on, pass the belly button, and I'm gonna go get my man. Have you got a balloon?
I've got about 50 balloons.
Demi, I think she's got people pleaser kind of vibe about her, which I think she said as well. And I think she also struggles to share and communicate her feelings and express her feelings. You know, I still feel this sort of reservedness, even with this birthday card that she's made. She's drawn in and colored in the Wi-Fi sign with different colors, and that means that her connection is strong, strong, strong.
Gloves. And I'm seeing a Wi-Fi signal. What the hell is that about?
I've coloured each one in because I'm like, yeah, full connection.
Got you.
Yeah, strong, strong, strong.
This is amazing. I'm liking this.
Good.
Maybe that's just the way she's more of a visual person, but I think there is some avoidance there, being afraid to express and being afraid of being rejected. So she'd rather... There's a big military plane right above my house. That's interesting. Anyway, she could say more around that, but she's not. She's just keeping it very basic and simple. Yeah, it means strong, 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 mate. You know, it's kind of, yeah. And Ollie, I think he's also picking up on that reservation that she has, that fear. Be careful. If you're coming from a place of fear, you're sharing your feelings, but you're speaking around them. People will feel that. Energy is very loud, at least in my world it is.
I've got Kate and I've got...
A card?
A card. Oh, right, there's a few. This is detailed.
This is detailed. I took my time with that card.
I'm seeing cocktails, I'm seeing boxing.
When you say things and you're kind of saying, kind of jokey, you know, it's like when you try to express yourself and you end up making a joke about it, you have to ask yourself why you're making a joke. Are you uncomfortable? Are you scared? Go inside and figure out what that is. Because once you have, then you can big yourself up, right? And say, look, I'm going to be brave. I'm going to go for what I want. That's how you're going to win in life, not by being afraid. Yes, of course, you have to read the room and wait for the right time. Perhaps it doesn't feel like the right time, and it definitely doesn't, because Ollie is undecided. He's also not sharing more vulnerably and making it feel safe for her to say that Wi-Fi sign means I am falling for you. Every time I'm talking to you, this is what's happening. It's going up and up and up. And elaborating more on that. But she can't elaborate because she doesn't know. She's basically dipping one toe in. And I think that's what people tend to do as well when they're laughing about something they've just said that was vulnerable. They are trying to lessen the blow of what it feels, the internal turmoil and anxiety or nerves and embarrassment or shame for feeling or believing that they are worthy of whatever they just expressed, right?
So I hope you're enjoying yourself. And I honestly really put time into that card, so you best be saving that.
So laughing or kind of being bantery about it makes it less overwhelming inside.
I'm liking this.
Good.
This is making me quite emotional, can't lie. Like being in here with you, having like these amazing gestures, this is...
I'm glad because...
I think Ollie is having a moment here, a real moment of vulnerability. And I think he's taken aback by how, I think he's surprised himself. He says this is really emotional. Yes, he's not elaborating what it's like, what's happening, because I think he's still sort of sitting with that. And I think he's starting to make a decision, or he's realizing that I have to make a decision now. This girl is into me and she wants me, and it feels nice to be wanted, and I deserve to be wanted. And maybe it could be with her. And I think that's the moment that we're seeing there with him, you know, holding that card and saying how emotional that is and how beautiful that is. And she feels that. She feels him getting into that emotional, vulnerable space. And she says,
because if I was there physically with you now, we would be enjoying your birthday. And even though I'm not there physically, like, your birthday feels like my birthday today.
But I wish she could have said a little bit more of what that means. You know, I would be hugging you. I'd love to hug you and cuddle and, you know, and I think she does do that at some point. But yeah, I think that's a nice moment for Ollie. I wish he would have been a little bit more brave to say, wow, this is taking me deep. He did say, I'm liking this, but he could have reassured her a little bit more. But I think he's still trying to reassure himself. That's what I'm picking up on.
What Demi did for my birthday and just seeing the level of effort she had gone to, that told me everything I needed to know. Well, it told me everything I knew I already knew, if that made sense. You made my day.
That tells me that he wanted that. He wanted that confirmation. Maybe he's never really had somebody that's done that for him, or maybe he has. That's how he's, his family or how he's brought up. His love language is acts of service, maybe, you know, and it's really speaking to him that she's put in the effort, so this could be the person. It would be good to hear them say, that's my love language and this is what I value, because that feels like a real value for him. Or could it just be that he is not used to that and he's seeing it now and he's like, wow, this feels nice. But where do you go from that? If you're not used to living in a particular sort of world, right? It would be hard to maintain that. How does he then show love to her? Does he do it the same way? Will he always feel comfortable receiving stuff? Is it going to be too much for him at some point if it's not his love language? And if it is, then happy days. He might be able to develop that and be more appreciative of that. And yeah.
When you feel something, like
What is this?
it's rose quartz. So like the crystal of like love.
You're amazing.
So are you.
He's definitely buzzing. I don't know if that's the sort of stuff that he appreciates, but he seemed to be appreciating it. He says, you're amazing. You know, again, it would have been nice for him to say more. And she seems like she feels like, yeah, I've peeled the onion. I'm starting to peel the onion. I think they're at the second outer layer of the onion. Maybe they've just peeled the top layer, in my opinion. And I think she can feel that as well. Yeah.
Where's your head at?
All over the place.
Cool. I'm going to make it easier for you.
Okay.
I just think you should go and explore the option with someone else.
Okay.
On face value, that breakup seems to be very healthy, very considered, and yeah, they ended it well. But there's a few troublesome points that I picked up on. Maybe I'm nitpicking.
Hey.
I know you have a connection with someone else. I know who that someone else is, and
Yeah, firstly, I wonder if Catherine is, you know, choosing to let go of Ollie because she genuinely cares for her friend.
I don't know. I don't like getting in the way. And I just want you to be happy. So I just want to make it easy for you.
Or she feels like she's lost the race. I mean, this is the same woman that said they're not going to make it on the outside, Ollie and Demi.
Am I happy for Demi? Yeah. I love Demi. So I'm going to step away from the situation because I want her to work with Ollie.
Also, I noticed that she doesn't let him finish. She first asks, you know, where's your head at? And he says all over the place. She quickly says, well, I'll make it easy for you, which is great because, yeah, his head is all over the place, so I'll make it easy for you. But let the man establish what he's saying, develop what he's saying. But she didn't. She was kind of quick, although it was quite, you know, maybe I'm just reading too much into it. And also the fact that she said, I don't like getting in the way of things. A better thing to say would have been to say, I want my friend to be happy and she seems to be happy with you, you know, and that would actually help that connection, you know, that will affirm him about Demi. Maybe she doesn't want to get involved, that's fine. But just say, yeah, I just want my friend, you know, I can see my friend, you're connecting with my friend and I want to step away, which is what she said. I guess I'm nitpicking, but Another thing she said was, see you on the outside, babe. Also, she said,
I just want to I just thought, you know what? I'm going to be the bigger person.
Oh, you're so cool. You're so nice, you're so sweet, you're so lovely. Like, even in this moment, you're just so you. And this is the person that, like, I've really, really enjoyed getting to know, and I really, really thank you for everything.
what are you trying to say about that? Are you sort of saying that other people are not being the bigger, he's not being the bigger person? Demi should have been the bigger person and given you the chance to date Ollie and Freddie as long as you want to make a decision? So I wonder if there's a little bit of ego at play there. We'll have to see when they are outside of the pots what happens. But yeah, it seems like a good breakup. But those few bits for me are a little bit of like question mark. Not too much, but a little bit. See you on the outside, babe.
The other connection just, you know.
And I hope you're happy in that.
And I hope you're happy in your one too.
I am. I'm going to let you go.
Okay.
And see you on the side, babe.
Yes, without a doubt.
Right.
Why babe? You know? But yeah, generally it felt like a okay breakup. A good breakup, I suppose. Healthy. And what's his name? Ollie seemed to be very appreciative of that because his job was made easy for him, you know? But he did have this look of like, I'll make it easy for you. And he was like, okay. You know, did he want her to fight for him? Don't think so. In the end, she broke up with him. And maybe there was a bit of ego there. Like, I'm going to beat you to this breaking up situationship that we're doing here. So, yeah.
I feel good. I made the right decision.
No, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. She took it really well.
You just break up or something?
Yeah. And now the coast is clear. I know where my head's at. I know where my heart's at. So we're good to go. And I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, so Ollie's talking to the mates in the men's reception room. And he says, I know what I'm doing. I know where my head is. So he feels clear of conscience. His conscience is clear. And he can move on with Demi. I wish he would have made that decision himself and be more defined. He let the outside world do that for him to some degree. And that to me is a red flag. But also he kind of says to the boys that she took it well. I guess generally she did because they broke up in a healthy way-ish. But she kind of broke up with him. So he's kind of not sharing that part that, you know, she actually was on board with me and she said it first. He doesn't have to say everything to everybody in that room, you know, to those guys. But it would have been good to see some nobleness there. Do you know what I mean? Where's the nobility? But he's not lying. Maybe I'm being nitpicky because I didn't sleep last night because I've been working on trying to figure out this Love is Blind YouTube mess. Yeah, so that's it guys for today. Please remember, this is heavy stuff. All of these things that I've been talking about can be triggering. I cannot stress that enough. Please, please, please look after yourselves. It's important that you come to listen to me and learn something, be entertained. But yeah, if you feel it's getting too much, please step away. So on a lighter note, I would like to grow my channel, please. If you have not subscribed, do consider subscribing and helping me grow. I would like to get to 1,000 subscribers. Pretty please. I will see you in my next one. Love and light to you. Mwah. Bye-bye. I'm trying to grow my channel. So please, if you have not subscribed, do consider subscribing and helping me grow.